I wasted 6 months in the gym. These are top 4 mistakes you should avoid so you don't waste your time. Before we get started, I'm going to be talking about my story and also including the mistakes along the way so y'all can follow along and make it a lot easier. Starting off with my story, I was already, give or take, I was already like 140 pounds. I was lean. Now, my mistake that I made when I barely started was trying to cut when I had nothing to cut. So I was already 140. What am I going to get cut down to? 120? No. As a 5'8.5", person, it didn't make sense to me. So I tried to go in a bulk. And at the same time, it's very hard to gain weight if all you're doing is just eating, but you're not lifting correctly. So what I struggled with, and this is the first mistake, was not having a structured plan. I would just hope that I would gain the muscle, build whatever, and hope that it worked out. I would eat every day. I would work out every day. I would go on walks every day. But the thing was, it wasn't structured. It was just randomized at different times, different intervals. Like I would work out at 1 p.m., next day 10 a.m., next day 3 p.m. Like it was all randomized. It wasn't structured. It wasn't planned. That was the first mistake. And in that time, it was just awful. Like I felt good because I was working out, but I also didn't feel the best because I wasn't gaining anything. My purpose, but my purpose of gaining muscle was nothing was occurring, nothing was happening. And that's what kind of pushed me towards I need to change what I'm doing to see the actual progress. Then that leads to mistake number 2. Now, once I figured how to structure my workouts, it was the eating. I was hoping that I knew protein was important. I knew that's what I needed to gain muscle. But the thing is I wasn't tracking anything of what I was eating. I wasn't looking at, this is, I was just eating whatever had protein with whatever was a carb to me, like a rice, pasta, anything, cheese. So it didn't work out. I wasn't tracking what I was eating and just hoping that whatever I was eating was enough to fuel the growth that I needed. And it doesn't happen. You can't do that. And that's what I've learned now is it was a struggle for me to go from 140 to 150 because I didn't have the structured plan to begin with. I didn't have the nutritional guidance that I need to at least track what I was eating to make sure that, I'm under eating, or, I probably missed it by like a couple grams or something, to at least see where I was at. And that was the issue with those two. Fast forward a couple months now, I think like 2-3 months now, I started to dial in. I got my nutrition and my structured plan to an extent. It wasn't fully like full-fledged out, planned out. No, it's just like, okay, this is this, and then this is this. Now what the issue was is I was doing so much cardio that it was just killing my strength gains. Whatever I was eating, whatever I was intaking, every day I would work out, I'd be going jogging like 3-4 miles. It's a good way to stay lean and gain weight. And little did I know, it does not work like that. If you're doing that much cardio and training that hard on a daily basis and you're eating like 1,800 calories, you're just going to be super lean and you're not going to gain any of the muscle that you're trying to gain. And that was my thing. I try to gain muscle but still stay lean. Is it doable? Yes, but you have to have a structured plan. You have to have a well-planned nutritional diet and not prioritize cardio over strength training. And that was mistake number 3 is I was like, cardio. And I had that in my mind. People would always tell me, dude, cardio, you have to do cardio. Like That's the only way that you're going to get lean. That's the only way that you're going to stay lean. And to a degree, it is true. But if you just solely focus on, you know, getting that cardio or running and running 3-4 miles every day, you know, you're not going to gain anything. It's going to be a lot harder for you to progress, because it's like you're getting rid of so many calories just on that one thing alone. And eventually I was able to get to 155 and then to 160. Now this is where I stayed for a good while until I hit the plateau of 165. And this is where mistake number 4 comes into play. I got to 160 and I was like, man, I fixed all these other mistakes. You know, I got a structured plan now. I'm eating good. I'm tracking what I'm eating. I'm not doing as much cardio. I'm still walking, getting in my steps. You know, I'm gaining weight like crazy. And then we get to mistake number 4, which is thinking that progression is always linear, which it isn't. And that is what killed me, is because I thought like, man, I'm progressing pretty good. You know, it's going to be like this for the rest of whoever knows. And that killed me for a solid, you know, good while. I was stuck at 160, 165, you know, for that amount of time, forever. And sometimes I'd be like 164 and I'd be kind of like, whoa, I'm kind of losing weight. I need to like change what I'm doing. And that's something that it took me a while to understand, is that progression is not always linear. And what I mean by this is you're not always going to progress like this, you know. And I didn't see it like that. You know, I was stuck at 160 to 162. And again, like I was saying, I would probably hit 165, but that's probably with food. But what I didn't see were the other little things, like my squats were getting better. My bench was getting better. My incline bench was getting better. I was getting stronger. I felt a lot better. And I didn't see that. I was just like, why am I not gaining weight? Why is the needle not moving? And sometimes your body is going to do that. And sometimes you have to understand that progression is not linear. It kind of comes like this. It's like this. Sometimes you're going to go up. Sometimes you're going to go down. But as long as you stay consistent with it and you trust the process, everything is going to play out. Because look at me now. I fixed all those. I wasted 6 months, probably more, close to probably a year, just doing a bro split, you know, not tracking what I was eating, barely eating, doing a lot of cardio, hoping that I would get magically shredded, and then assuming that, oh man, if I just fix these 2-3 things, I'm going like this all the way, linear progression. No, it wasn't until my 2nd to 3rd year that I figured out, man, I really need to lock in, have a structured plan, like set days that I'm going to work out, set time that I'm going to work out that fits my schedule, the food, like what I'm going to eat, track it, see how much I'm eating, how many calories I'm intaking compared to how many I'm burning, not do as much cardio, like probably have like 2 hard days of cardio out of the week, and then the rest kind of just have, you know, walking and stuff. And then knowing that progression is not linear really helped me a lot, because it's like, oh, I'm having a bad day today, but that's okay, because I know that I'm not always going to be progressing linearly, whatever, however you pronounce that word. And it's always going to be like this. It's an up and down cycle. But I stuck to it, and now I broke through the 165 and I pushed to 170. From 170, I pushed to 180. From 180, I pushed to 190, and that's what I'm at right now. I'm at 190. It did take a while. I am 6.5 years into training by myself. So it does take time. And other people have figured this out along the way. You know, if you're smart enough and if you watch the video, you know, this is a good way for you. Like if this is your first time looking at a video and be like, wow, okay, let me take some pointers from this guy. People learn different ways. And I wish someone would have told me like this before, because it would have saved me a lot of time in the gym, and I probably would have been a lot further on than what I am now, but that's okay. And that's why I'm making these videos, is to help those who either have quit or either have, are starting to work out. It's never too late to get back into it, and it's never too late to start. It may seem like that, but that is not the case. I hope that y'all learn something and utilize what I'm letting y'all know from my experience, because it is going to always be different for other people. Some people, you're not, oh, well, that wasn't a problem with me, so why should I listen? But continue to watch the video and understand that everybody is different. Some things might not apply to you, but they might apply to you later down the road, or other things might apply to you now compared to the things that are applying to you later down the road. Everyone is different. But again, if you like the video, comment down below what your gym struggle is and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay adaptable, stay consistent, stay strong.